Hey, hello and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. This is Reflex Image. If this is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and also turn on the notification icon. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to actually smoothen your background and change your background color very easy. Sometimes you see the pre-processing of some pictures, you will see it on a different color, while the post-processing is going to come out on a different color. So what I want to do is I want to match this outfit with this initial background. I want to match the color of this background to the outfit. So, and I'll be showing you how to do that with just few simple clicks. So just if this is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe and also turn on the notification icon. Someone out there might be in need of this video, and if you don't like, there's no way YouTube is going to recommend my video for someone else to watch. So this picture was taken with Canon EOS R, a 50mm prime lens, aperture 2.8, and I'm using a 3 light setup. So this is the third light coming from the head. The third light is the headlight. So once I'm done, the next thing I will do is to bring the picture into Photoshop. Then we'll do the basic adjustment here. I know most people know how to do this. If you don't know how to do this, just watch my previous video. So the next thing, open a picture in Photoshop. So I do advise people, whenever you want to manipulate picture, make sure you start with your retouching first. Start with your retouching before you move straight to manipulation. If not, you're going to have an issue later on while editing your picture. So once you're done with that, flatten your image back to background layer. You can do that by clicking on Ctrl Shift and E. So it's going to flatten the image up. So let me show you an example. Probably I have a 3 layer over here. And I click on Ctrl Shift and E. You're going to do what? Flatten everything back to the background layer for me. Next thing you need to do is to go to your crop. Then select the size you want. And I would advise you guys to use mostly 4:5, especially if you are posting on Instagram. So you see the moment you switch to 4:5 right now, it did what? It actually cut off some of the area. Don't worry about that. Just drag from the bottom. As long as they're in a fixed range, you're going to make sure you retain that shape, that size for you. So I'll drag from the top also again. Probably I like it like this. I'm going to click on OK. You might be thinking how we're going to fill up this area. But don't worry, we'll jump to that right now. So as you can see, that's the same thing I did in this particular place right now. So the next thing I want to do is to do what? Duplicate my background layer by clicking on Ctrl J. If you're using a MacBook, it's going to be a Command J on it. So once you're done with that, the next thing you need to do is to do what? Select your subject. There are so many tools you can use for selection. You can use the polygonal lasso tool, you can use the quick selection tool. But I already have my selection because I've already edited this picture before and I won't want to take much of your time. If you want to know how to do my selection, kindly watch my previous video. They're going to help you do that. So I'll go to select. Under select, I'll go to load selection because I set my selection right now. So this is the name of the selection. I'll click on OK. As you can see, I have my selection right now. The only thing I'll just need to do is to right click on it. I'll go to feather. Sorry, I'm still on crop tool. I'll pick a lasso tool, probably a polygonal lasso tool. I'll right click on it. I'll go to feather. Under feather, I'll make sure I'm what? I'm using my 2 pixel because that's what I use mostly. I'll click on OK. The next thing I just need to do is just to max it. Click on this camera icon over here. Then you've maxed it. You won't know what you just did right now, but if you have to turn off your background layer and turn it on, you see we have our subject on a separate background. So this time around, go back to your background layer again by clicking on Ctrl G on it. So hold down your Ctrl key and go to where you've selected your subject. Click on the max. It's going to bring back the selection for you, or you just go to your select and go to selection back again. So you can use either of the two. So once you're done with that, go to select, under select, go to modify, go to expand. So let's expand by 8 pixel. Let's go with 8 pixel. Let's go with 8. Click on OK. So you're going to add this area you want to fill with the initial backdrop color from this side. So I'll pick my rectangle marker to make sure it's an addition. So I'm going to scroll from the top. But I'll make sure I'm touching part of the background I want to sample from. So this is where I want to sample from. So come to this side also, do the same thing. Come to the left hand side, do the same thing. I will select this thing part of it, this stand as part of it. So I will use my polygonal lasso tool to select this area because this is actually not straight. So I'm going to select it. I'll make sure it's still an addition also because we're trying to add to the selection. As you can see, we've selected the area we need to fill up. What you just need to do right now is just to right click on it. Then go to fill. Under fill, go to content aware. Don't touch anything again. The color adaptation should be on. Blending mode normal. Opacity 100%. And if you've not messed with this before, I don't think you have anything to set here again. So just click on OK and wait for it to load up. So what it's going to do for us right now is going to fill all this area up with this initial backdrop color. So nobody's going to know if we actually change the backdrop or we not change the backdrop. So let's see what it's going to give to us right now. And boom. Look at what it did. Ctrl G to select. It did what? It filled all this area up with the initial backdrop. So I'll just pick my patch tool right now, zoom in, and I'm going to clean up this area. Ctrl D to deselect. So that being said right now, the next thing you need to do is to smoothen the backdrop. But if you want to go for extreme manipulation, it's not every time you have to smoothen the backdrop. So for you to do that, let me show you how to do that. So Ctrl J on this background copy over here now. Ctrl J on it again. So that we have background copy 2. Then go to filter, under filter, go to blur, then go to Gaussian blur. So I'll be using 200 as my radius. 200. Look at what it does this for right now. It's smoothing the entire backdrop, but the shadow is no longer there. Assuming she's standing on the floor, we won't have a shadow there. So create a mask on it, then pick your normal brush. Make sure the color is on what? Is on black. Make sure the brush color is on black. Then scroll over this area. So it's going to bring by the shadow for us. So here's where we are trying to get to, since you want to change this backdrop to another different color, which is the green. Very, very simple, and it's going to retain the shadow. All the shadows will still be there, and that's what we want for our manipulation. Go to adjustment layer, then click on color lookup. Sorry, click on hue and saturation. So there are two ways to do it. The first one is to click on colorize. This is what it did for us. It changed the color entirely. You just have to mess with the hue. Just keep messing with the hue till you get what you want. Or you can just not click on the colorize. Just come to the hue and saturation and start dragging the slider. As you can see, all the shadows are still there. So let me just see the one that I'll be making use of right now. I think this green is actually okay. All I just need to do is just to darken the green a little bit. Just drag it down. So it's going to match our outfit color a little bit. And boom, we are done with that. Just collaborate the picture and end it that way. So let me use my lot I love using the most. So click on my uppermost layer, go to adjustment color, go to color lookup, click on load 3D lots, then scroll down. Let's use our Mela chocolate. And boom. It's too much, just bring down the opacity a little bit. And boom, look at what we just have right now. We just transform our background from brown to green. And someone might think this is the way we share the picture. And that's the beauty of manipulation. So if this video helped one way or another, don't forget to drop a like. Someone out there might be in need of this video. See you guys in my next video tutorial. Reflex out. Quick one. So I just created a Telegram premium group, unlike my regular group before. So this will just be for some restricted member, no more than 50. So I only need 50 members in this group, whereby I'll be sharing some tips, some tricks on how to actually become a better photo editor and manipulator. So here's what it's going to entail. I'll be giving you some of my videos, some undoctored videos, some of the video I record and I did not do what edit, so that I won't be able to hide some of the flaws I make while editing my pictures. So this will be given to you. Also, there's some of the videos which I recorded. So different sites where you can get photo editing software for free. So you buying everything every time, from the overlay down to the PNG, etc., etc. So in case you're interested in getting any of my picture editing file, from my overlays down to my color lookup, which is my lot file, so you just have to scroll down to your video. So under the comment, this is my description. So it's not going to load the description for you. You just have to click on show more, click on it. So it's going to show all the options. Once it does that, just click on my store link. So here's my store link. Once you click on it, it's going to take you directly to my store. So you can actually select any file you want. From the color lookup, this is a light skin LUTs. This is a feather which I use in my recent video. This is 100 premium baby overlays. This is my first video course. This video course entails on how to download all the files I want. The site I use in downloading all my files free of charge, including my Photoshop panels also. This includes my PNG files. This includes all my packs, all my picture editing files, my premium overlay, my PNG, my flying fabrics, my color lookup, my presets. So once you buy this, you've already bought everything apart from this one. So here is my flying fabrics. Here is my, in case you want to give me any project for me to work on. Here's my color lookup. Here is my background overlay, and here is my preset file. So in case you're interested in buying any one, you can actually go for them. The good news there is that you can actually buy your own currency, any currency of your choice. You can buy with any currency of your choice.